Ever noticed how effortlessly we can while hours away on social media, yet the mere thought of tackling a task like learning a new language or delving into work feels like scaling a mountain? The allure of scrolling through our feeds eclipses the prospect of spending dedicated time on something more demanding, like crafting an essay. But why does this discrepancy exist? My dear viewers, welcome back to our digital sanctuary. Today, let's delve into the art of outsmarting our brains when faced with daunting challenges. It's a skill we must cultivate, for no one is inherently wired to effortlessly tackle the arduous. Even now, as we strive, we must constantly reaffirm our purpose. Picture this. Our brains, akin to a spoiled child, gravitate towards the path of least resistance. Hence, it's far simpler to lose ourselves in the labyrinth of social media than to immerse ourselves in the complexities of mastering a new language. For many, the ego holds sway, tethered tightly to one's sense of self-worth. Placing the entirety of one's value on linguistic prowess, for instance, renders the ego vulnerable. Struggling with a new language can bruise that fragile ego. But why do some souls seem impelled to confront challenges head-on? The secret lies in their ability to outwit their own minds. Now let's venture into the realm of science. Enter dopamine, the brain's conductor of desire. It's what propels us toward that next episode, that endless scroll, or that irresistible chocolate bar. This neurotransmitter orchestrates the brain's reward system, surging forth when we encounter pleasurable stimuli, forging a positive connection that beckons repetition. This phenomenon, often dubbed the dopamine reward system, is at play in our social media escapades, intertwined with the dreaded FOMO, fear of missing out. Should an activity unleash a torrent of dopamine, our inclination to repeat it grows insatiable. Our brains crave instant gratification, explaining the magnetic allure of social media. A mere tap and the dopamine floodgates open, inundating us with the expected visuals. So, the million-dollar query: how do we redirect this dopamine flow from frivolous pursuits to endeavors of substance? How do we infuse value into our pursuits and coax our brains into releasing dopamine in abundance? Fear not, for it's a feat within our grasp. Recall, dear friends, our bodies possess the remarkable knack for maintaining equilibrium amidst external chaos, a phenomenon known as homeostasis. This biological ballet governs myriad bodily processes, including our dopamine reception. If your system grows accustomed to the dopamine deluge from social media, breaking free becomes an uphill battle. Hence, we must recalibrate the scales, redirecting dopamine toward productivity and growth. Here's our strategy for engineering this shift in balance, for duping my brain into embracing the grind. Let's first address the notion of discomfort. It's crucial to recognize that discomfort is transient and malleable, subject to our perception. The manner in which we frame a task can wield immense power over our attitude towards it. Consider this. When confronted with the prospect of learning French, instead of succumbing to dread with thoughts like, "Oh, I have to relearn French and I despise it," pivot your perspective. Envision the enchanting streets of France, the warmth of its people, and the tantalizing aroma of its cuisine. Embrace the narrative of embarking on this linguistic voyage to immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of French culture. By reframing your approach in this manner, the allure of the endeavor intensifies, propelling you towards action with newfound zeal. Admittedly, initial forays into language acquisition may lack the exhilarating rush of dopamine. Yet, with each conversation exchanged with a local or every grammatical hurdle surmounted, your brain forms delightful associations, reinforcing the notion that mastering French is a rewarding pursuit, thereby amplifying the dopamine release associated with it. Now, on to the next strategy: embracing incremental progress. Instead of overwhelming yourself with the enormity of the task at hand, break it down into manageable fragments. Take solace in the adage, "Rome wasn't built in a day." Similarly, fluency in French won't be achieved overnight. rather than fixating on the daunting summit of linguistic proficiency. Focus on the small victorias along the way. Commence with mastering basic vocabulary, then gradually advance to more complex grammatical structures. Celebrate each milestone attained, no matter how modest, for it signifies progress on your linguistic odyssey. By embracing this incremental approach, you cultivate a sense of accomplishment and momentum, propelling you ever closer towards fluency. By reframing discomfort as opportunity and embracing gradual progress, we can catalyze a profound shift in our approach to challenging endeavors. Remember, the journey towards mastery is not a sprint, but a marathon. A tapestry woven with patience, perseverance, and a sprinkling of dopamine-induced delight. Consider the task of cleaning your apartment, a chore that often evokes reluctance. As someone who values a tidy living space, I understand the importance of motivation in tackling this endeavor. However, like many, I occasionally find myself lacking in enthusiasm when faced with the prospect of vacuuming or mopping the floors. In such moments, the key is to start small. Instead of viewing the task as an overwhelming whole, break it down into manageable segments. Tell yourself, just grab the vacuum cleaner, plug it in, and begin with the bedroom. By setting this modest goal, you alleviate the pressure and inertia associated with the larger task. Once you've taken that initial step, you may find that momentum carries you forward. Perhaps you'll even feel inclined to tackle the entire apartment in one go. It's important to recognize that we all have our areas of struggle. For some, maintaining a clean living space comes effortlessly, while for others, it's a constant battle. Similarly, the challenges we face extend beyond household chores. They encompass all aspects of life, from fitness endeavors to professional aspirations. By embracing the philosophy of small steps, we empower ourselves to overcome inertia and make progress, one manageable task at a time. This approach not only cultivates a sense of achievement, but also reinforces our capacity for self-discipline and resilience. So, whether it's cleaning the apartment or pursuing any other goal, remember, the journey begins with a single step, no matter how small. One approach aims to rejuvenate our dopamine receptors by limiting high dopamine activities and embracing moments of boredom. In our hyper-connected world, boredom has become synonymous with being on our phones and immersing ourselves in countless social media. However, it is essential to recognize the value of enjoying quiet moments and allowing yourself to experience boredom without seeking immediate distraction. Picture this. A typical day is filled with notifications, messages, likes, and comments flooding our digital realm. Amid this constant stimulation, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and exhausted. This is where the concept of dopamine detoxification comes into play. By consciously stepping away from the constant noise of digital connection, we create space for introspection and rejuvenation. One approach to dopamine detoxification involves adopting mindfulness practices such as meditation. By cultivating a mindful mindset, we learn to meditate with our thoughts and emotions, even when they tend towards boredom. Through meditation, we train our brains to find satisfaction in the present moment, independent of external stimuli. Additionally, being immersed in nature can serve as a powerful antidote to the sensory overload of modern life. Imagine you are in a peaceful park, surrounded by rustling leaves and chirping birds. In this quiet setting, stay away from the temptation of using outside sources of entertainment. Instead, lie on the grass, allowing yourself to get comfortable. Enjoy the quiet, enjoy the opportunity to reconnect with the natural world and recalibrate your inner balance. Dopamine detox is about retraining our brains to find joy and fulfillment in quiet and introspective moments. By embracing boredom as a natural and essential part of the human experience, we pave the way for a more balanced and resilient mindset. So the next time you find yourself using your phone out of habit, consider taking a step back and allowing yourself to embrace gentle boredom, knowing that within its folds lies hidden potential. Deep self-discovery and renewal, and a strategy reminiscent of the dynamics our parents adopted during our childhood. Think back to days gone by when the promise of a sweet treat or screen time was the motivation to complete a task. You can have ice cream after dinner, they say, or have time to watch TV after you finish your homework. However, as we enter adulthood, this ability to self-regulate often falters. Instead of imposing boundaries like work first, play later, we find ourselves succumbing to the temptation of instant gratification, multitasking, and falling victim to procrastination. They eat. The crux of the matter lies in our ability to exercise self-control and delay gratification, a skill that unfortunately often declines with age. Instead of sticking to structured routines and clear boundaries, we let distractions infiltrate our productivity, dilute our focus, and scatter our energy among countless petty pursuits. So how can we regain our ability to self-regulate and reintroduce discipline into our lives? One strategy is to reimagine high dopamine activities as rewards for completing challenging tasks. By reframing our approach and establishing clear incentives, we can reignite our motivation and direct our energy toward meaningful endeavors. Imagine the satisfaction of enjoying your favorite pastime after completing a difficult task or achieving an important milestone. By establishing a clear correlation between effort and reward, we instill purpose in our tasks and foster a sense of accomplishment. By adopting a structured approach to rewarding ourselves, we can overcome the cycle of procrastination and regain control of our time and productivity. So the next time you find yourself wanting to get off track, remember the power of delayed gratification and the transformative potential of disciplined action. Mastering a new language often entails stumbling and making mistakes along the way. Yet, amidst these errors lies the essence of learning, the relentless pursuit of growth and improvement. Embracing this process not only liberates us from the suffocating weight of perfectionism, but also fosters a sense of resilience and progress. Allow yourself the grace to navigate the complexities of language acquisition without succumbing to the tyranny of self-doubt. Understand that proficiency is not attained overnight. Rather, it is forged through perseverance and a willingness to embrace the learning curve. By easing the pressure on yourself, you open the floodgates to exploration and discovery, unburdened by the fear of failure. Every stumble becomes a stepping stone, propelling you closer to fluency and mastery. Embrace the beauty of the journey, relishing each moment of growth and revelation. Remember, you don't have to have all the answers. The joy lies in the continuous pursuit of knowledge and understanding. Keep learning, keep striving, and in due time, you'll find yourself not only mastering a new language, but also cultivating a profound sense of fulfillment and joy in the process. It's imperative to recognize that the path to mastery is paved with obstacles and hardships. To train our brains to embrace difficulty, we must confront challenges head-on. In moments of doubt or fatigue, it's crucial to reconnect with our initial motivations. Remind yourself why you embarked on this journey in the first place. What sparked your passion? What drove your determination? Undoubtedly, the road ahead will be fraught with trials and tribulations. Yet, through daily practice and unwavering dedication, we gradually fortify our resilience. Each small victory serves as a testament to our perseverance, fueling us with renewed vigor and purpose. As we navigate the labyrinth of adversity, a profound shift occurs within us. We transcend our individual aspirations, yearning to contribute to something greater than ourselves. We become avid investors in our own growth, recognizing that the value of an endeavor is proportional to the effort invested. When something comes at a cost, be it monetary or effort-based, we inherently assign it greater significance. Conversely, offerings that are free and easily obtained are often overlooked or undervalued. This principle underscores the importance of embracing challenges and investing in our personal development. And I hope you found this discourse enlightening and inspiring. If you resonated with the insights shared, I encourage you to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Together, let us embark on a journey of continual growth and discovery.